last bar on. Lord, I'm sitting here drinking in the last bar on earth. That's all I know that one.
Road to Bayamon.
Here's one. I wrote that with the great Road to Bayamon. Well, all you possum belly queens, get out of here. Gypsy's out for blood tonight. That was another big one for me back in the 40s. When I worked at Carnival in Puerto Rico. It's all in the book. Which one? When Sinatra played Juarez. When Sinatra played Juarez. What do you think of that, you bastards, huh? You got a gift. Even the bartender claps, standing ovation. But seriously, folks, how about Halley's Comet? You can dance to that. And I wrote this with the great Dave Alvin. Dave's he's got an album out with his brother Phil of blues songs of Big Bill Brunzi. So check that out. The great Dave. And here's an anecdote. Dave and I did a tribute to Merle Haggard about 15 years ago called Tulare Dust. And it had Lucinda Williams and Dwight Yoakam and Steve Young, and it's going to be reissued in a couple months, along with a live album and then the originals as done by Merle Haggard. So that's coming out soon on Rockbeat.
Wow. Great out, wait.
Yeah.
Merle Haggard. Silver Wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I can't believe it. I saw him open for Bob Dylan in El Paso 10 years ago. I couldn't believe Merle Haggard. I got to work with him many, many times. Well, several times anyway. And I'd rather talk than play any more music. But when we did that concert with Haggard at Fillmore West, he was pretty standoffish, and he was on the bus after the show, and he was infatuated with Iris DeMent, right? He hired her for the band for a while, and then so I was the only one that got. Iris took me on the bus, and the song I did by Merle was called "Tearing the Labor Camps Down."
Yeah.
And Tulare Dust as a medley, and she took me on the bus, and as we got near the back, I noticed there was a lot of smoke coming out of the end of the trailer. I was getting woozier and woozier. And we got back there, and there's Merle by himself, and he's staring at me through the smoke with those ex-con eyes, man. I'm messing with this guy. Here's a guy that was in the audience at San Quentin when Johnny Cash played there. That's country music, man. And he looks at me, and I just get the chills. He goes, "Son?" I said, "Yes, Mr. Haggard." So before you did that song, Tearing the Labor Camps Down, I'd forgotten I'd written it. Thank you. I said, "Thank you, Mr. Haggard," and split. So we'll end off with this one. You've been a great audience as usual. Thank to Bill and all the folks, and we'll see you out here. Do you know who I am, said Bill Haley. In a pancake house near the Rio Grande. Well, the waitress said, what'd she say? Diddley was part of it. I don't know you from Diddley. To me, you look like one more title man. Yeah, get up there and dance, clap those hands. Where they walk all alone down on Main Street. There was a hot wind blowing up from the south. There was two eyes staring through a pawn shop window. There was a whiskey bottle pointed at Bill Haley's mouth. There was no moonshine on the Rio Grande. Oh, the trucking migrants pulled to town. Yeah, the jukebox was busted at the Dusty Pub when Haley pulls in a pancake house down in Texas. You know he orders up 3 cups of coffee to go. He tells the waitress, "Sugar baby, we just found the body." Some old hillbilly cat is rock and roll. There was no shine on the Rio Grande. Oh, the truck of migrant workers go through town. Yeah, the jukebox was busted under Lusty Grove when Haley's Comet hit the ground. Everybody sing that last line with me. When Haley's Comet hit the ground. Help me out, one more time. When Haley's Comet hit the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. When